Have you ever wondered what it takes to push beyond your limits? It's a question that taps into the very essence of human potential, and the answer lies within the power of the mind. This power is not the stuff of fantasy or fiction, but a real, tangible force that can overcome the greatest of challenges. Take David Goggins as an example. His story begins not with triumph, but with hardship. Extreme poverty, insidious prejudice, debilitating physical restrictions. These were the walls that boxed him in during his early life. But Goggins didn't accept these as his defining boundaries. Instead, he harnessed the power of his mind. He told himself that he was more than his circumstances, that he was capable of achieving greatness despite the odds stacked against him. And he did. This power, this mental resilience, is what transformed Goggins from a man burdened by adversity into a symbol of endurance. David Goggins, a man who rose from hardship, shows us the strength of the human spirit. David Goggins faced obstacles that would have made many of us throw in the towel. But did he? Let's find out. Imagine a young boy living under the constant shadow of an abusive father. This was the reality of David Goggins' early years. Life was a battleground, every day a struggle. But instead of letting this break him, he used it as fuel to build resilience, to develop a mental toughness that would become his trademark. Then there were the learning disabilities. Dyslexia made school a challenge, and academic failure could have been an easy excuse. But Goggins didn't take the easy way out. He chose to face his difficulties head-on, proving to himself and the world that he was not defined by his limitations. And let's not forget the battle with obesity. Tipping the scales at nearly 300 pounds, Goggins was far from the picture of physical fitness. But he viewed his weight not as a barrier, but as another challenge to overcome. He pushed himself, trained relentlessly, and transformed his body into that of an ultra-endurance athlete. What's remarkable about Goggins is not just that he faced these obstacles, but how he overcame them. He didn't just survive, he thrived, using each challenge as a stepping stone to greater heights. He turned his abusive past into a driving force for self-improvement. He transformed his learning disabilities into a testament to his determination. And he turned his obesity into a catalyst for becoming one of the world's fittest men. Goggins' story is a testament to the power of the human spirit. It shows us that our obstacles do not define us. Instead, they can be the very things that propel us forward, that push us to become better, stronger, more resilient. In every obstacle, Goggins saw an opportunity to grow, to improve, to prove the naysayers wrong. He didn't let his past define his future. Instead, he used it as a platform to launch himself into a life of achievement and success. Goggins transformed his obstacles into stepping stones, a testament to his indomitable spirit. What does it mean to embrace discomfort, and how did Goggins use it to his advantage? Well, let's dive into the world of David Goggins, a man who has turned discomfort into his secret weapon. Goggins believes that discomfort is not something to be avoided, but rather, it's a signal that we are stretching our limits, growing, and becoming stronger. Take his journey to becoming a Navy SEAL, for instance. Goggins didn't just go through the grueling training, he chose to do it not once, but 3 times. That's right, 3 times. Every single day was a testament to his willpower, his ability to push through pain, fatigue, and self-doubt. He didn't shy away from the discomfort. He embraced it, knowing that each challenging day was making him stronger, more resilient. But he didn't stop there. Goggins took his philosophy of embracing discomfort to a whole new level by running ultramarathons. Now, if you think a marathon is tough, imagine running 4 of them back to back with no rest. That's what an ultramarathon is. Goggins didn't just run one ultramarathon, he ran several. Each time he pushed his body to the brink of collapse, enduring excruciating pain and exhaustion. But he kept going because he knew that discomfort is the price of growth. And then there's his world record for pull-ups. Goggins set the record by doing over 4,000 pull-ups in 17 hours. Yes, you heard that right, 4,000 pull-ups. He didn't just do it to set a record, he did it to show the world and himself that we are all capable of far more than we think we are, if we're willing to embrace discomfort. This is what Goggins' philosophy of embracing discomfort is all about. It's about pushing past your comfort zone, challenging yourself, and growing stronger in the process. It's about understanding that discomfort is not an enemy, but a friend, a teacher, a guide. Goggins' ability to embrace discomfort has led him to unparalleled achievements, and it can lead you to yours too. When you think you've reached your limit, how much further do you think you can really go? This is where David Goggins' 40% rule comes into play, a principle he developed through his own experiences with mental and physical endurance. Now, what exactly is the 40% rule? It's Goggins' belief that when your mind is telling you you're done, when you're gasping for breath, when every muscle in your body is screaming for you to stop, you're really only 40% done. That's right. You still have 60% left in your tank. It's a concept that challenges the mental barriers we often set for ourselves, barriers that prevent us from reaching our full potential. Goggins discovered this rule during his time as a Navy SEAL, where he was pushed to the edge of his physical and mental capabilities. He realized that his mind would often signal fatigue and the urge to quit long before his body was actually at its limit. It was a protective mechanism, a survival instinct, but it was also a constraint. So he began to push, to stretch that 40% into 50, 60, 70%. He pushed through the pain, the fatigue, the discomfort, and what he found on the other side was extraordinary. He found reservoirs of strength and endurance he didn't know he had. He found that his perceived limits were just that, perceptions, not reality. Goggins' 40% rule is not about ignoring the body's warning signals or pushing yourself to the point of injury. It's about understanding that your mind can be the biggest obstacle to your success. It's about learning to differentiate between the mind's protective mechanisms and your body's actual capabilities. It's about challenging your self-imposed barriers and unlocking the potential within. Goggins applied this rule in his own life, in his training, and in his numerous endurance races. He achieved outcomes that were seemingly impossible, breaking records and defying expectations. Goggins' 40% rule is a powerful tool for pushing beyond perceived limitations. It's a call to action, a challenge to dig deeper, push harder, and discover just how much you're truly capable of. What's in your cookie jar? And how can it help you overcome challenges? This is where we delve into David Goggins' ingenious mental trick, the cookie jar concept. Imagine a jar brimming with cookies. But these aren't just any cookies. They're your triumphs, your victories. Each one represents a challenge you've surmounted, a hardship you've weathered. The cookie jar is an arsenal of your past successes, a well of strength you can draw from in times of struggle. When you're in the throes of a difficult situation and your resolve begins to wane, reach into your cookie jar. Pull out a cookie, a reminder of a time when you overcame adversity. Let that memory fill you with the power to push through. It's a testament to your grit, your determination, your resilience. The cookie jar is a testament to your strength and resilience. It's proof that you've been through the fire and emerged stronger. Goggins' journey teaches us that our limits are often self-imposed. His life story is a testament to the transformative power of the mind, showing us that by embracing discomfort and pushing past our perceived boundaries, we can achieve our greatest potential. To apply Goggins' principles, we must first understand that discomfort is not our enemy, but our ally. It's the crucible where we forge our strongest self. Next, remember the 40% rule. When your mind tells you you're done, you're really only 40% done. Push past that initial resistance and you'll find reserves you didn't know you had. Finally, create your own cookie jar. This is your personal repository of past victories, no matter how small. When you're struggling, reach into your cookie jar. Remember those victories and use them to fuel your determination to overcome the challenge at hand. Embrace the Goggins way. Challenge your limits, conquer your fears, and become the best version of yourself.